Email etiquette is the last thing the old people have left over us. Truly. Well, I guess that and taxes. What is proper email etiquette? What are you guys writing in your emails? In your work emails for proper email etiquette? Best regards, as per my last email, the passive aggression when they're not reading your email. I feel that. I guess it's also similar. It's like the same feeling when you're asking someone a question and then you put 2 questions in your message and they only answer one of them, you know? And then you learn very quickly when you have to ask one question at a time to the person you're speaking to. I feel it a lot, especially when you're planning things and you're you're not even that close to the person. You know, you're like going on a group outing and then no one else is stepping up. And you're like, fine, I suppose I will do all the planning because no one else is doing anything. And you're not even close to everyone in that chat. And then you're like, okay, here's 2 questions and I need you to give me an answer so I can probably do the thing that you're not doing. And then they only answer one of them and you're like, okay, what about my other question though? What about the other question? Yeah, please answer both questions. They need to be answered. It's why I asked them. I'm not asking questions that don't need to be answered. They literally... I'm asking them for a reason. If you could be a little helpful. It's like different when it's with a friend because you can flame your friend for not answering the question. And when it's an acquaintance, you're like, hey, I'm now replying to my message. Again. Did you look at it? Did you read it? Do you have any inkling of reading comprehension? Reading is so last year. Reading is good. Reading is good for you. You should read fan fiction and games. If you don't read stuff, you will never gain... Reading is good for media literacy. Thank you, Zesty. Gigi sends emails like text confirm. Yeah, that's the only way to send emails. The best way to send an email. Though I am kind of I'm one of those people that like aggressively obsess over every single word in a correspondence before sending it because I feel like a single word can change the tone of the message completely, or like just the words you choose changes the tone of the message. And I remember when you know, before Gigi got her Discord accounts and everything, we had to correspond through emails and stuff. So whenever I was drafting emails to like staff fans, I was obsessing over every single word that I was writing. And I was like, oh my god, if I write this message and I don't have such joyful and jolly aura, then they're gonna fire me. If I don't write this email, and then I would be like, oh my god, I have to read over this email 10 times to make sure I don't use a word that comes off too aggressive, because what if they don't like the word that I use, and then it comes off too aggressive, and then they fire me? Yeah, so during when I had to write emails, I was just really just going over the emails with a magnifying glass going, I don't want to sound too serious, but I don't want to sound too unserious either. I want to show them that I'm serious, but also not that serious, but I'm having a good time, and I'm happy and grateful to be here, but also I don't want to be too serious, but I need to be serious too, but I can't be rude, I can't look rude, but then how many exclamation points do I use? Is this many exclamation points? What about here? If I use an exclamation point right here in this sentence, is this too many exclamation points? Well, I put 2 exclamation points in a row. Is that too many exclamation points? Or should I use an exclamation point in this sentence, and then should I put a comma right here and here? Or should I use an exclamation point and then another exclamation point? Or do I come off too sounding, is it too much? Is that too many exclamation points? And then when I'm reading it over, I'm like, did I say thank you too much? I said thank you in the beginning of this email, and then said thank you at the end. Should I not say thank you in the beginning of the email? That way I'm not saying thank you too much? Or should I have a thank you and then I spread it out? Or should... Email writing is so intense. It's just so many thoughts are going, like your punctuation, and then where you put your commas and stuff, and your exclamation points. And like if I use a period, it's too serious. But I don't want to use too many exclamation points because then it's not very, you know, it doesn't read right. Put like 3 things for email. I should remove one, but what if I feel like I'm not thanking them for this part? Yeah! Those are my concerns too. Where like I want to thank them in basically every sentence. Like, thank you for your time. Thank you for reading this. I know you're very busy right now, so I appreciate the time that you are that you've spent reading this email. And sorry that I have a question. Thank you for answering my question in advance. I just have a little thing that I'm curious about. Sorry that I'm asking. I just want to know. Thank you though. Thank you for reading this. Yeah, I really appreciate that you were reading this email, and I would appreciate if you answered this question too. But take your time. I know it's a very busy time, but thank you. Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Exclamation point!